Here we go. Best cinematic in the entire game. Well, it's the ending cinematic, so.
Shield has been deployed. Major fissures detected in the pillar. Collapse is imminent.
Rescue team report.
Hold on. Switching
Rescue
displays.
team report.
We're pulling out.
Oh, okay. You should do that.
Says.
Yeah, come on, Sazzy boy.
We've got Vanille and Fang. Their crystal is intact. Bringing them home.
Great work.
Hell yeah. Rescue Vanille and Fang.
Thank you, Saz. Thank you for saving them. They've kept our world safe for centuries. But now they can rest and join us in our new arc.
So how exactly did Hope
Paradox level
stay
deployed.
young if this is
Sir, they're not
500
coming
years
down.
in the
The
future?
gates haven't been shut down
He
yet,
found out a way
which
to live
means the
forever.
timeline must still be unstable.
Unless he figured out a way to travel through the timeline.
It's okay. Sarah and Noel will fix it. They
Unless
just
he's
need
like
more time.
550 or billion, like
Pillar's coming down.
500 bajillion years old. Uh-oh. How did he move through the timeline? That's what I never got. Oh, here we go, BBs. Best cinematic. Da-da-da.
Staring the stars, feeling the wind every time. I cannot stop thinking of you. Since you've been gone away from here. Shedding the tears, crying out loud for once. 'Cause you were such a precious part of me. There's no one to fill my broken heart. Oh, but now I have realized.
Oh, look at that. The old cocoon. And then now, the new arc that will save them. Look at that. It's a floating. It's basically a floating starship. I guess floating moon. I guess. Because now Grand Pulse is basically destroyed because of Cocoon falling into it. But now that they can live.
This is our
Yeah.
arc, our haven. It will be called Benevelza.
Benevelza. I need to like remember how to pronounce that every time. Benevelza. Benevelza. So it's like bun. Benevelza. I always say it wrong though. Noli boy. Oh god, I hate this outfit. I hate it. I wish this cinematic would have the other outfit too. Ugh.
Hey! Look, the heroes are
I really hate it.
It says.
Oh god, oh no. I have no problem with Noel's outfit. I just can't stand Sarah's outfit.
Welcome home.
Thanks. Gotcha.
Oh. She has such clear skin.
You feeling
I
alright?
wish I had clear skin like that. She is so pale. She's as pale as her hair.
Good to see everyone
What the
again.
heck, man?
Yeah.
And then it closes. Ooh.
The gates are closed.
It's the end of our journey. Hey, no.
I like her earrings.
Thank you.
Oh, oh.
Sarah. No. Not now, please.
Oh, no, 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 no!
Sarah, snap out of it. No! Sarah.
Oh! You know, every time I watch that, I know exactly what's gonna happen. But I get chills every time. I get chills every time.
No? But why? You were safe. Everything was fine.
He's very stiff for expressing sadness, freaking hope.
It changed. If you change the future, you change the past. The effects ripple outwards, up and down.
Well, you okay, now I kind of get it, because you have to change the past in order to change the
Sirius
future.
is forced to see it all. You mean Sarah? She saw this vision? Yes. And it killed her.
God, I hate that outfit. I really do. I know I'm like, she's dead, but like at the same time I'm like, you know what? I hate that outfit. I hate it so much.
If we altered the future, she knew what would happen.
See, it's like this
Her
moment
life could
that,
be in
this
danger.
whole moment right here that I'm like, I ship
She
it.
still chose
I
to
ship
save
the
it.
both of them.
I
100%.
wanted to protect her.
This is all aboard, y'all. He cared about her so much more than
thought
Snow
I had.
did. Snow did, you know what I
Thought she
mean?
was safe.
Even though Noli boy holds a torch out for Yule, you know what? Whatever. Uh-oh, it's not over yet. Uh-oh. Koopa? Oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 no. Mog.
The goddess. She is gone, Kupo.
I mean, like, Caius was telling them that the entire time. He is connected to Etro. You kill him, you kill Etro. Like, they told him. But at the same time,
The heart of chaos
so
beats
stupid.
in my chest.
This
A
weenie.
manifestation of Etro. Should this heart stop beating,
How did he get the heart of
goddess
Etro,
will
though?
die once again.
I killed the goddess?
But technically, he killed himself because he took your sword and stabbed himself with it. So, technically not our fault. Technically.
When the goddess dies, the chaos of Valhalla is unleashed. The chaos has the power to warp the timeline and destroy the past.
So, either way, we lost. No matter what happened, we would have lost. So, essentially, Etro saving all of them was a mistake? I don't know. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's why we have a third game. Oh, look at that. Guess who that is? Oh no no no. It's lightning, boys. Oh. Of course, to be continued. Ugh. God dang it. And then that's why we have to play the third game. So, I don't know. I don't know when we're gonna play it. May or may not play it in the near future. I have no idea yet. We have a few other games to play, so... But honestly, that's the biggest thing about this game, is that no matter what you do, that's the ending, right? So, the whole reason this whole game existed, because apparently, the reason why in the first game, at the end of it, where they are rescued from the crystal, they weren't supposed to be released from the crystal. Etro took pity on them for doing what they did, and then essentially used her power to free them from their crystal stasis. But by doing that, it took so much power from her that it opened a gate and let out some chaos, right? So it opened the gate and let out some chaos, and then the chaos, then that's the reason why the timelines were all shifted. That's why there's that scene where Lightning is like, she gets sucked into the Historia Crux. So she gets like sucked in, and then she basically gets deposited in Valhalla, and it took so much energy from Etro that she weakened, and that's the whole reason why that Lightning had to become the guardian of Etro, like basically protect Etro in Valhalla, while Caius saw this as an opportunity to hunt Etro down, because basically it rippled, right? By doing that act of kindness to release them from crystal stasis, he, because the chaos like ripped apart the timeline, that's when it affected Caius down in the future, because everything just messed up. And I think that's the whole reason. It's a lot to think about in all honesty, but it actually makes a lot of sense for the reason why this game exists. Because we haven't finished the third game yet, I don't really know how that ties in. And I mean, there's a lot that could happen. Apparently those are like the actual 13 days left of the world. Once the 13 days over, it's basically the world ends. And so that's where Lightning Returns takes place. It's basically, it's kind of like her last hurrah to be like, okay, it's time for me to save the world one last time. And if I can't do it, then the world's gonna end in 13 days. And I think her, I'm not really sure. I guess I have to read a little bit more into it. But I don't want to spoil it for myself again, right? As you saw, she's at the end of this game, she goes into crystal stasis, and that's that, right? And so there's just a lot. There's a lot to take in this game. Understandably so, if you get kind of confused, there's a lot. There's a lot that goes on. And I played this game a few times through, and so the fact that I didn't get it my first time through, and I didn't really understand what was going on, why it was so important, but now after playing it third time, it's technically second time, it makes a lot more sense. It makes a lot more sense as to why everything happened, and why the second game makes more sense than it did the first playthrough. Because when you after you play the first game, you're like, why are we suddenly going through time? What does this have to do with the original game? With the Lassie and the Fal'Cie and all those things, right? But then you realize that there are, above the Fal'Cie are basically the creator gods. Because the Fal'Cie are kind of in their own way more like Greek gods, and so they live in their respective places like Cocoon or Pols, but the Fal'Cie were created by the god, but the gods, right? So I think it's Benevelza and Etro, and I think there's one more, I don't remember what the name is, but those are the creator gods, and they're the ones who, I think it's just Etro, they're the ones who created the Fal'Cie to sustain those places, and then the Fal'Cie created Lassie from the humans, they were the worshippers and whatnot, so they were the ones who were the guardians of the Fal'Cie, and they served the Fal'Cie, and when they did their job and their duty, then they were immortalized in crystal, because crystal is that's the whole thing. This whole overarching theme for, I think it starts with 13, 14, and 15. I think 16 is supposed to be in that Nova crystal, whatever, I forgot what it's called, but it's this whole overarching thing where crystals are a big thing in those games. I guess they were trying to do something like that. So in 15, there are some mentions of crystals as well. I don't know what it is because we've never played it before, but eventually down the line, I think when we want to hit all the Final Fantasy games down the road, we want to hit 15 eventually. We're definitely not going to play them in order. Like, we're not going to start from Final Fantasy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, etc., etc. I mean, we've already played 10, and we played 10 too, so that's already done off our list. We can cross that out. We've done it on stream, so we're good. Now we finished 13-2. We can now either move on. I think what I want to do, though, is I do want to finish the 13 series first. We do have some other Final Fantasy games that we can play. Final Fantasy VII Remake is coming out next year in March. However, I don't foresee me buying the remake when it comes out, because I probably won't play it until it drops price in anyway, so I'm probably not going to play the remake until maybe this time next year, like Black Friday of 2020. And so I'll probably pick it up for a lot cheaper then, and then so we'll be able to play it. And plus, they'll probably have DLC anyways, so available for free later down the road. And, you know, if we can just, you know, get the game for a lot cheaper, maybe they'll throw in some free DLC. We don't know. I have no idea. So, I mean, if we get lucky, then that's the best that we can do, right? We have a lot of other games to play, though. We have coming down the line. We do have Lightning Returns. This will be definitely one of the next games that we play. We also have the Quantum Dreams, I keep saying Quantum, but it's Quantic Dream Collection, which includes 3 games. They're not that long, so I'm thinking that we can play those through. Yeah, we can definitely play those through and have a lot of fun with it. I think those are more, also very story-based. I think they're more, like, decisions. I don't think there's a lot of other things that we need to do with it, but I do need to connect the PS4, which shouldn't be too difficult because it is the same. I just need to swap out the machines. So, other than that, in reality, I don't think we have that much left. We could also go back into Kingdom Hearts and finish off the Kingdom Hearts series, so that's a whole other thing. We have all the games, 1 all the way to 3, all the games, and all the games in between, so we have a long list of things to hit. So, I mean, you know what I'm saying? We have our work cut out for us in terms of RPGs. There are a lot of other games that we can play. If we want to play multiplayer games, we can also do multiplayer games, but we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, this is great. I'm excited for what's gonna happen in Lightning Returns, because, you know, I'm just gonna skip all this.